So they'll be checking out the Benefactor Krieger based on the Mercedes AMG 1. This specific model here that we got in GTA Online is actually based off the concept, which was introduced back in 2017. But the concept itself is pretty close to the actual production car. The production car was produced only for 2022, but delivery started in 2023 for collectors and the people that could afford this car in real life. So it's still pretty similar to the actual car, but with that stuff out of the way, you can get this car for free up until October 30th, which is pretty nice, of 2025. So, and this car is pretty decent. It has pretty good customization. As always, I love to leave my builds to be as clean as possible. What I like to do is try to mimic the real life car. So what I'm gonna do here is go for a silver. Choose the wheels that are as closest as possible to the actual car. But for now, I'm just gonna go through the customization for those of you who haven't seen it before. Maybe you're curious, so that's what I'm gonna do here. But there's really a lot of good stuff to go through. Some of these are probably references to other Mercedes AMG models um, in real life that participated in races and stuff like that. Some of these are just, liveries made up by Rockstar as usual. So I'm just gonna get through that really quick. I also want to mention to you guys that, if you participate weekly a lot too, that's what I do as well. I like to make videos on, special cars like these, special events. I like to review some podium cars every once in a while. I'm not gonna do that so much now because, a lot of people probably aren't interested in the free cars that we get. But this is one of the few that are actually pretty good, and I'll get into it as to why once I get there. As you can see, this silver looks so nice. I forgot, or I don't remember what they actually call this color right here on the actual car, but I feel like it looks realistic. It fits the car very well. But here, I'm not sure what the secondary changes. I guess it's the stitching. There doesn't seem to be much else that it changes, and it also doesn't seem to be linked um, to the primary color. So it doesn't have any pearlescent, which is nice to see here. It's kind of annoying when it translates over. And for this part, the trim color only changes this right here. Kind of strange. And that's pretty much it. For the skirts, you'll only have one option. You could color match that to the body or body match the panels. But I prefer to leave it carbon. For this here, you can remove those fins. I'm personally not a fan of those fins, so I'm going to take that off. These wing options, this type of style has been seen before, so it's not really unique to the car itself. Uh, but I'm going to work with what I got here to recreate the AMG one as best as possible with a spoiler. If I remember correctly, it wasn't this big, so I believe it would be the street spoiler. So I'm just going to choose it in carbon. Yeah, I'm just going to go for carbon here. Let's see. They look pretty good, but I feel like it's too big. Alright. I'm approaching the wheel selection pretty soon. There's one wheel that I feel looks pretty good on this car, and it's pretty similar to the actual one, and that would be the S Racer. The real car has, what looks to be like wheel covers or like hubcaps, on top of the wheel. That makes sense. So I believe the one that I chose was pretty close, even without the covers. There's plenty of other wheels that look fantastic on this. So I'm just gonna show you pretty quickly. As you can see here, these are very well detailed, very versatile as well. It's really a matter of personal preference and what you're going for. Those designs right there look pretty good. However, if you want to do something that's your own thing, that's bespoke, that's custom to your liking, as I say, these wheels are fantastic. Personally, I can't wait till Rockstar adds more wheels. If they do, that would be pretty sick, pretty nice to see. So, of course, for this, I'm gonna paint it carbon black, and I'm gonna leave off the tire lettering. And all that's left for me to do here is just to show you the window tint, how it looks on the car. And once I'm done there, I'm gonna give you a closer look at the interior, and I'm gonna discuss the performance and see if it's really a good car or not, and if you should buy 2 or 3 of these. So just give me a sec here. Detail and texture quality is decent. I feel like they did a pretty good job with this car. There's some bits that I feel could have been better, like the headlights, the tail lights. It's alright. The hood is okay looking. It's unfortunate that the trunk doesn't open and the back for the engine doesn't open as well. Um, since this is a concept car, and I believe the same thing also applies to the production car, because only those parts are supposed to be accessible to the mechanics. So it's okay that that doesn't open it. It kind of adds a little bit of realism there, in a way. So I guess they could afford to kind of get away with that. But other than that, the car is very solid. It looks 90% accurate to the actual car, so that's pretty cool to see. Speed and handling is great. This car performs very well, and in fact is one of the top performers. I do not recall if it's in the top 5 or in the top 10. However, for a super class car, this is still pretty good. If you get it for free, that's definitely more than a bargain. In fact, that is a steal for a car like this. It's planted to the ground. The handling is excellent. The speed, however, it does kind of top out at its top speed kind of fast. But if you're going on a track that has a lot of turns and twists, this car is definitely a top performer. I highly recommend it. In fact, you should probably get 2 of these cars, maybe more. I also want to let you know that your support is more than welcome. So please feel free to drop a comment down below. Like if you're new. Please join us and subscribe. I have many things, great things coming in the future and in 2026. But anyway, that's all I got for today. And as always, thanks for watching.